Hi and welcome. Today's talk is going to be on the Vata dosha. The Vata dosha is one of the three doshas. In Vedic wisdom, there is a study called Ayurveda. In Ayurveda, there are a study of the three doshas. And the three doshas is the way we're brought up. It's our constitution. There is kapha, the kapha dosha, and then there's the pitta dosha, and then there's the vata dosha. So sometimes we're a combination between kapha, pitta, and vata. Kapha is associated with earth and water. And the pitta dosha is associated with fire. And the vata dosha is associated with air and the space, ether. And there's different personalities, different constitutions make up those three constitutions. And the way we live, the way we work, the way we work out, the way we meditate is all affected by our dosha. Hi, I'm Janine. I'm a Vedic counselor, hoping to balance your life for those that are 50 and older, that are in that Vata stage of life, through Ayurveda and qigong and yoga, meditation. So welcome to Wednesday's talk, Wednesday's wisdom talk. So Vata, who are the Vata people? And when do the people who are 50 years old enter that Vata stage of life? Generally, when we either retire or go through menopause or perimenopause is generally when we enter that Vata stage of life. Kapha people or Kapha stage of life is kind of the baby stage of life. And then the Pitta stage of life is those middle years when you're driven and you're working in the corporate world and you need to work those 9 to 5 jobs. And then the Vata stage of life, like I said, either after perimenopause or menopause or after we retire, is the stage of life where we start to go inward. We start to create who do we want to be? What's our dharma now? What is our purpose now? We have that third part of our life to be able to create who we want to be. It's a really exciting time. But for some people, you can get anxious. Let me go through the qualities of Vata. The qualities of Vata is we become gray. Our hair starts to change. Our hair starts to get drier. Our skin becomes drier. And it's a cooler time. It's a cooler time. We tend to be on the colder side. Our skin begins to get a little bit more rough because of the dryness. And a lot of times we're more mobile. And when I say more mobile, I mean more like our thoughts become more anxious. Our thoughts become more scattered. Sometimes we have more on our plate. Sometimes we're taking care of our parents as well as taking care of our children, as well as taking care of our grandchildren. So mobile in that sense too. So how do we decide to calm everything down? How do we create a life that allows us to be less anxious, get the sleep that we need, less scattered brain? It's all doable. We all can create that balanced life as we age gracefully. So some of the things that I'd like to talk about is that in Ayurveda, like increases like. So if you already are in that Vata stage of life, 50 and older, and you're also born as a Vata dosha, so you're a fast walker, a fast talker, very flexible, very mobile, and light on your feet. Those people are going to have an increased Vata, unbalanced lifestyle. But all of us in our later years, 50 and older, really need to begin thinking about how do we calm ourselves down? How do we calm our nervous system down? How do we stay focused and alert, but calm? So what I want to say is that I want you to begin to slow down. Warmer foods, drinking and sipping hot water during the day is a wonderful way to stay connected and balanced. Going to sleep before 10 o'clock. So starting to wind down. Get rid of the electronics before you go to bed. So going to bed and waking up at the same time. Going to bed and waking up at the same time each and every day. Starting that routine. And eating at regular times of the day is a wonderful way to stay balanced in those Vata years. I create yoga sequences, especially for those that are over 50 in the Vata years, that help us to relax, calm our nervous system, and regulate and restore throughout the day. Because that's what we need. That's what our bodies need, to reconnect and reconnect and reconnect over and over again. The Vata years can be a wonderful time of our life if we can embrace the change, and if we know how to stay balanced, we can do it. We can age gracefully. We can stay mobile. We can stay balanced. We can stay flexible. But it is work. Oiling, making sure that you're getting internal oils, avocado and olive oil, and putting oils on your body, almond oil, adding some essential oils to the almond oil is a great way, especially the joints, making sure that your joints are lotioned up each and every day. So I think that's enough for today. Join me on Sundays as I prepare yoga practices for just Vata people, Vata aged people. Yoga practices that will help with the nervous system, help with our lower back, help with our aches and pains. I also create meditations throughout the month as well, so look for those. Well, I hope this helps. I hope you join me in this Vata journey together. Namaste.